Please keep right in 900 yards and continue to follow M25. Prepare to keep right and continue to follow M25. Now keep right.
Seconds in their mandatory pit stop. Second gets an extra 15, and third in class in the previous race gets an extra 10 seconds. So Stasson was at Rockingham. He had a really shocking week leading up to it, but hopefully he will be healthy enough to get the car through the first 1 hour stint. All the cars running on the same control tyre supplied by Pirelli for the championship. So no need for the wets today. There are clouds in the sky. They are not rain clouds. They are, well, not quite pink fluffy clouds as the orb would have it, but white fluffy clouds. James Littlejohn, outside front row starter, is with Alex Le Guy. They're still looking for the first win in GT3. They're new to GT3 this season. Last year the team made its debut in GT4, and as I mentioned a little while ago, GT4 basically cars from the same manufacturers, so you'll have an Aston Martin in GT3 and in GT4. Different specification though. The GT4 car has to be all the safety features you'd expect to find on any racing car. Slick racing tyres, smaller wings, less developed aerodynamics to make it a little less expensive to replace all the parts. And they have a slightly narrower tyre as well, a little less power from the car. The Aston Martin in GT3 form has a 6-litre unrestricted, so over 600 horsepower V12. It's a V8 in the Vantage in GT4 spec. Now both those cars, the Aston Martin is due to replace next spring when the new Aston Vantage comes out. They'll be developing their new cars as well, but Bentley continue. Seb Morris is on the grid with Alex. A car which is glued rather than welded together was coming apart, and so that has been rectified. The car now a much more predictable platform. Derek Johnson really quite quick this morning, third fastest. Well, let's get down to GT4, hear from pole sitter Matt Nicol-Jones.
Really a problem.
So you've got the strategy kind of worked out then?
Well, I think the balance of performance between these cars is perfect.
It's the team who drives the team. I believe he wrote the theme song as well from Purshore in Worcestershire, originally as a driver, and now, as he said, set up Academy Motorsport. And they made the right gamble, went on to slicks when it wasn't quite slick weather. But the deal with the GT4s, one of the things that they have to have is they have to have the same number of wheel nuts and wheel studs as a road car would. So on the Aston Martin, 5 wheel nuts to hold the wheel on, not one big centre lock wheel. It was now too late to get in the brief 20-minute period for the drivers to get in, get the tyres changed and get back out on slicks and get up to speed and get the lap done. So you had to gamble early, and in the end, those that gambled best, and that was the Academy Motorsport car, did well. Well, there you go, helping out with the grid girl. John Minshaw will start on pole position then in the Barwell Lamborghini. So those familiar lime green and red colours. Minshaw, the Demon Tweaks company supporting him. Alongside Macmillan AMR, James Littlejohn starts the car. There's 2 different groups of drivers in this championship. It's essentially a Pro-Am championship, but you can also have an all-silver driver lineup, and the colours of your rating depend on your previous results in British GT and in all sorts of other racings. And Macmillan AMR have 2 silver drivers, Barwell and this team here, TF Sport. It's a Pro-Am. So GT3, PA, Pro-Am, and so you've got Mark Farmer, the Am, starting, and his teammate John Barnes, who's the pro driver, will do the second stint. Among the silvers, it's the driver who set the slower lap time, i.e. who was in the wetter of the qualifying sessions, who will be the starter. Another Pro-Am car. Really good qualifying for the number 6 Barwell Lamborghini, sister car to the pole sitter. And Liam Griffin is the Am driver in the number 6 car, so he is the man who starts that one. And Sam Tordoff, runner-up in last year's British Touring Car Championship, who was racing in the 24 Hours of Spa last weekend, getting an awful lot of GT racing under his belt this year. He will Ferrari on the grid, which in British GT terms is certainly a rarity, a year to have just one Ferrari in the championship. And it is car number 21, Spirit of Race, and that is driven by Duncan Cameron and Matt Griffin. One of the newer 488 GT3s. British Racing Green with white upper surfaces. There it is, car number 21. And alongside the number 7 Bentley, with a much clearer lime green, dark green colour scheme on the car that will be started by Ian Logie. Michael Brown, number 26. That's 80s. And then on row 6 of the grid are GT4 front runners, Academy Motorsports Aston Martin, and the Garage 59 Blackpool Racing McLaren. We have one non-starter. Unfortunately, it's our reigning GT4 champions, Graham Johnson and Mike Robinson. Their McLaren ran perfectly in free practice yesterday, wouldn't start at all for qualifying, and still won't run. So it's got a number of cylinders running, but not all 8, and unfortunately 501 will not start. Everybody else looks to be fired up. Slave batteries and helpers leaving the grid. And what a great view. So that onboard camera with Rick Parfitt, and he starts in 5th position. And the teams will be ready right from the beginning, just in case. You saw John Barnes in the back of the garage with the headset on, ready for the number 11 car. Green flag waves. The final formation lap around this fabulous Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit gets underway. So the championship, let's just touch on this because for the next 2 hours we may not get a chance to. John Minshaw and Phil Keane could be champions if, bear with me, if they win. Away we go, and trying to go the long way around the outside. James Littlejohn really wanted to take the lead, but a searing start from John Minshaw. Minshaw with one eye on the title. Littlejohn does not want to be the man that takes the Lamborghini out of the frame. Minshaw still on the inside, 33 with the advantage of track. Round the outside goes the Aston, and it will be wheel to wheel, but down the hill it is the Lamborghini in front. The Aston Martin in 2nd place, and in 3rd place is the blue and white Aston of Mark Farmer. GT4 still being led by the dark grey Aston Martin Century Motorsport car of Will Moore. Okay, it is going to be a crushing victory for the number 31 Parker Racing Bentley. They win the 9th race of the championship. Victory at Brands Hatch, and points and a half go to them. Yellow flag is out at Paddock Hill Bend. Is it 100? It is. Kieran Haggerty, I think, has gone off. Checkered flag is out. Waiting to see who comes across the line in 2nd place. It should be Sam Tordoff. And will the GT4 battle have changed? Where is... There it is, number 6, Sam Tordoff is 2nd. John Barnes in 3rd place. Johnny Adam in 4th spot. So 5th Phil Keane, and 6th or 7th. 6th is 6th is Chris Tadulu, and 7th is Matt Griffin at the line. So now looking as our GT3 winner is confirmed for the GT4 lead battle. It was down under 2 seconds. It was getting close at the line. Looking to see where the GT4 front runners are. They'll be coming into our sights off the Grand Prix circuit any moment. The leaders are slowing down, but there is still a race going on behind. Well, there is the number 42 car. He's already crossed the line, and it is victory in GT4 for Will Phillips and Jan Jonk in the number 42 Aston Martin. And in second place, Joe Osborne got close, but not close enough in the 56 McLaren. Third, Will Jagurtha in the number 55.
Prepare to keep left.
She says that she's never afraid. Just picture everybody naked. She really doesn't like